What is up, guys? Okay, so this is a new series where I kind of go over servant skills and capabilities for those who don't know or may need a reminder. So we're gonna dive right in. Karna. He can be summoned as a rider, lancer, or an archer. His place of origin is India, and he's a hero from the Indian epic Mahabharata. First off, we have the class skills. Magic resistance. The rank is C class. Okay, so without his armor, he's able to handle weak magecraft spells with no problem. If you're using an incantation to cast a spell and it has 2 verses or less, automatically gets negated. Get that out of here. Once you get to that 3rd verse, then he'll start to have problems. Once you get to high level magecraft such as Archer's Unlimited Blade Works, then he'll start getting bodied. But that's only if he isn't wearing the armor. If he is wearing the armor, then his resistance will be somewhat relative to an A rank. Personal skills. Discernment of the poor. The rank is A class. Due to Karna being abandoned, he's been bestowed with the ability to see a person's true intention. He will not be deceived by words. Don't even try to pull the wool over his eyes. That baby does not look like him. To give an example that we've already had in Apocrypha, it's like when Darnik was telling Vlad that he would never use his vampire form on him, and then he does it anyway. Karna would have exposed Darnik from the jump. This ability also allows him to see the person's attribute. Riding. The rank is A class, which means he pretty much can ride anything except beast and divine beast. He basically has the riding skills of a high level thought. I will eventually elaborate in nuance about these beasts or anything else that might seem unfamiliar in a separate video. Uncrowned Arms Mastership. So according to his opponent, sword, spear, bow, riding, and divinity ranks will appear 1 rank lower than they actually are. So let's say we use divinity. His rank for that is an A, but to someone who doesn't know who he is, it's going to show up as a B. This is useful because it might just bait someone into thinking they have an easier fight. I don't know why anyone would think that, considering that he just looks cheap, but you know, they might try their luck. After his true name gets revealed, this effect goes away. Mana Burst Flames. The rank is A class. This could be seen as him using magical energy to augment his weapon. The flames just refer to the attribute of the magical energy. Divinity. The rank is A class. After his death, Karna unified with his father, the sun god Tsiah, placing him in A class divinity, the highest rank there is. Any sun god servant that has divinity lower than A rank will now have a hard time fighting against him because his defense will come out stronger from having the same attribute. Kavacha and Kundala. O Sun Become Armor. The rank is A class. It is an anti-unit self-phantasm, which means it's a phantasm that you use on yourself. I talked about this in my Karna lore. So in the myth, he received golden armor and earrings from his father that came merged with his body. But it wasn't just a gift, it was literally the embodiment of the sun itself in tangible form. And as long as he wore this equipment, he couldn't take damage. But in the Fate verse, they had to nerf him. Of course. In Fate, his armor reduces all attacks by 90%, which is still broken as all hell. So anything you were supposed to do, you're only gonna do 1/10 of that. This is how he toyed with Vlad so easily. He was taking every hit that Vlad threw at him like, delicious. But what he couldn't take was being attacked from the inside, because the armor only protects him from external forces. The reason Vlad was able to harm him is because he used internal based attacks, and at that point it rendered the armor useless. Brahmastra. O Brahma, wrap the earth. The type is an anti-army, which means it can tank an entire army. Anti-country, which means it has the destructive power of a country. It is a literal supernatural weapon that Karna learned from his mentor Parashurama. If Karna is summoned as an archer, it manifests as a bow, and in the other classes, it'll just be a projectile. In mythology, it never misses the target, and in Fate, it appears to be the same thing. By calling upon the name of God Brahma, it will pursue the enemy and surely hit. Here's the catch. He can't use it on opponents who are stronger than him, which kind of sucks considering that he probably only needed against someone who was stronger than him. But yeah, next we have Brahmastra Kundala. Oh Brahma, curse me. The rank is A+. The type is anti-country. And this pretty much is the previous Phantasm on steroids. It factors in Karna's attribute and increases the area of effect, likening the Phantasm to using a nuclear weapon. Vasavi Shakti. O son, abide to death. The rank is EX. My God. The type is anti-divine, which means it's capable of taking down divine spirits. Okay, so this is something I did forget to mention in his lore. Karna made a pact that involved cutting off his armor and earrings from his body, and in return, the god Indra was so impressed by his nobleness that he bestowed Karna with this spear. In Fate, it is no different. He only acquires said spear by giving up his armor. It is a one-shot only weapon that can be seen as something similar to Gilgamesh's Enkidu. Character designs go to Paco, who also made designs for Arjuna, Oda Nobunaga, and Thomas Edison in the Grand Order mobile game. That about wraps it up. If you enjoyed the video, please like it up so we can get this trending. Feel free to add information as you see fit, and let me know what you guys think about it. It's your boy Tsiah. I'm out. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you're on the notification squad. Next to my name, there should be a bell. Tick that bell to make sure you're getting all the updates from my channel, because the way YouTube works, you might not even know that I drop. So if you're on mobile, the bell should be right next to my name. And if you're not, you should be able to go to my channel on desktop. And once again, the bell should be right next to the subscribe button.